They've mentioned leaders here who are not even Pan-Africanist. Cut their bone marrow. They don't have even a single pint of blood that's Pan-Africanist. They've mentioned Uhuru Kenyatta. Their third speaker mentioned Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta is not a Pan-Africanist. They mentioned some leaders in West Africa. Leaders who are not Pan-African. Frantz Fanon helped the countries in North Africa, and especially Algeria. Frantz Fanon, as he was speaking when Africa was gaining independence, he said, soon Africans will be independent. And therefore the problem that we face as Africans.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Must therefore resort to the same argument that has been used since the days of Kwame Nkrumah. Africans are brothers in the struggle against European rule and must unite if Africa is ever to be free of the European rule, which right now is over. Okay. I started by saying, Montesquieu said that first of all, I am a man.
Just to maybe I'm trying to understand. You're saying Kwame Nkrumah was only lived some 50 years ago, some 60 years ago, and the ideology is to be anarchy. Well, we have Americans today still borrowing the sayings of their ancestors who died 300 years ago. People like and talk about the people who are there when the country was gaining.
What is the question?
The so I'm adjusting. I just want you to actually bring the clarity. Why that?
If you let me finish, you will get the clarity. Flexibility. Let's be flexible. Africans, let's be flexible. In this sense, even in the struggle for African independence, we still had a lot of non-African victims. Did we not have them? You can't answer that. You will evade it. But we did have them. And so it means that there are so many people who will support what is in the interest of Africans, whether they are Africans or not. Let's be flexible and divert from this the idea of Pan-Africanism. You know, a very senior government official, Louis Okiro Mongare, I'm so ashamed of him when he says that African or African Americans have not been able to rise into leadership positions. I wonder if I have to tell you that Barack Obama was an African American. I wonder if I have to remind you that the current Vice President Kamala Harris is an African American, and they have held the two top.
Take some tea discussing about business. How do you discuss business with a GDP of 66 billion against a 17.9 trillion US dollars? Discussing bilateral business. The rules are the same. You are in a ring, a 3-year-old against Michael Tyson, the rules are the same. Africa needs to unite. Why Africa needs to unite? One, is by African uniting today we share a GDP of around 2.67 trillion US dollars. Same to other countries that have come together owing to the same reasons, owing to the same problems that they face. For example, the EU, which shares a GDP of around 17.7 trillion US dollars. And to the Arab League, which is at around 7 point something trillion US dollars. When we unite, we are at a fair play, rather than when we are divided. Each and every time we are invited to take tea, we are invited to go and bury a queen. We are invited for stupid, I'll call them stupid matters. We are never invited for anything that is substantial and that makes us grow, because they see us as strengths. They see us as of no substance. because we don't have the arguing points, we don't have the arguing energy, we don't want the masses. And this is owing to the division and the same mindset that the government